There's this theory, right? When you enter into relationships or even dating, typically it comes from women more than men, but it's on both sides, where there's this idea of fair, right? So it's like, okay, well, I want everything to be fair. Now the reality of the situation is nothing is fair. So like when I go into a business transaction or a negotiation, I'm not looking for fair as a man. I can't speak for women, but I'm talking about as a man. I'm looking to dominate the situation and put all the advantage on my side. And the reason why is I'm fighting for my last name, my legacy. So it's like, I'm not worried about how the other person on the side of the table feels about fair. In the same sense, like when you're in a relationship, I'm also not quote unquote worried about fair. I'm worried about happy. And I'm also considering emotional intelligence. So I'm not looking about, is everything fair? Like, do you cook one meal and I cook one meal? Do I take out the trash this week and you take out the trash one week? No, you don't ever take out the trash. I'm not worried about that. Like, you go get the groceries from the grocery store, I'll go bring them inside. I'm not worried about, okay, this week you go grocery shop. The illusion of fair it's not reality. And I think sometimes in the dating world, you get this concept of 50-50. And at least in my experience, like I'm not the most intelligent person, but I have mentors and people that are successful at things that I've taken the time to observe how they were successful and observe how they came to these things. So it's like they weren't worried about fair. What they were worried about was, how these emotions are being processed with their partner, and can they come to some type of an agreement where they feel like this works for them. And you'll find that in these long-term relationships that it's not fair. There's certain things where the financial burden is more on some cases. I'm gonna give the opposite example, the woman. So maybe she's an attorney and she just makes more money. But maybe in the beginning of the relationship, the man was paying for school, he was paying for this. But so it's like people looking from the outside are like, oh, that's not fair. Like she's doing all this other stuff. Well, when she was going to law school, he was paying the bills, he was watching the kids, he was doing the laundry, and it wasn't fair then either. But you're looking from the outside looking in, and you're worried about fair. Fuck all that fair. I'm worried about, is my wife happy with her life?
Right.
Is my husband happy with the life? I'm not worried about Keisha over here telling me, well, I don't think that's fair. I don't care what you think. My wife is happy. So, and you get this in the polyam community all the time when we have monogamous people looking into a polyamorous lifestyle, and they're like, well, it's not fair. You have two women and she doesn't have another male partner. And it's like, I don't care if you think it's fair. It's not what she wants. Now, I've taken the time and the effort and counseling and years of a relationship to say, what do you want? What makes you happy? And what she says is, I want time to myself, right? So I want to go on vacation. I want to go to college. I want to advance my education. So here's what I want. And this is the craziest part. People don't believe that women say this. You need to find another woman, and Danny said this, that's going to be cool with you having additional kids. That's going to be cool with taking care of the household. And there's women that say, I don't want monogamy. I don't want to be I don't want you to focus all your attention on me satisfying your needs. Here's what I want. You be 100% happy, and I'm going to come to you 100% happy. And here's what I want you to do. Go find us another woman that's also 100% happy, and then we're going to work as a team.
You know what's so crazy? I feel like when I deal with somebody one-on-one and there's nobody else, I feel like it's so much stress.
Pressure.
It's a lot of pressure. But when I know there's other people, I'm like, okay, that's not my headache for today. You know what I'm saying? No, I literally,
not for today.
No, but I deal with people when I'm trying to give them my all. I feel like it's sticking my hair out or whatever. I feel so stressed out.
Right.
But when I know, like, I'm just having fun, or I know there's like somebody else you could go to and give all your problem with too, I'm very fine with that.
Right.
You feel me? As long when we're together, we know, like, okay, we're good. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably not there right now, but God knows what the future holds for me, the way I'm talking. But I just feel like sometimes it'd be a lot for me to just, like, there's certain things I feel like I'm in a position I'm probably never gonna be able to give to a man. Like, and that's facts. You feel me? To me, it's just like it's how you do things. A lot of women want to try new things,
How do they start?
but they won't actually do it.
How do they start? How did you start?
I started by like I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? But then when it happened, I'm like, you know what? I'm in a place right now in my life where I can give a man my all. You gotta know what you could give to somebody. If I feel I could give you 1,000%, then the way I think gonna be different. But I'm in a place I feel like I can't give everything to somebody. You know what I'm saying? I gotta work on myself. I gotta work on my career. You know, I'm a little bit fucked up. I gotta fix all that. So if you got somebody, you know what I'm saying, we still vibe, we could vibe. No, you get what I'm saying? Like, we could vibe, we could do our thing. As though you don't put it in my face, because to me, like, what people don't get, even with my last situation, that's why I asked what we're doing, because it's really out of sight, out of mind. You feel me? So when I'm not with you, I'm not really thinking about what you're doing. The most I could tell a man is use protection. You feel me? That's all I could tell you.
Right.
You feel me? But a lot of time, women be scared to try new things because of society. You know what I'm saying? Society, it's just like women not getting married. You know what I'm saying? Now marriage is like, in 2021, marriage is like, okay, I'm just doing it just to try it. Knowing in 2-3 years you're gonna get divorced. It's not like marriage used to be with a real foundation, but they still want to do it because they want to be part of society. They don't feel like,
part of that clique.
I'm a woman.
Right.
You know, some women don't feel like they are a woman until they get married.
Gotcha.
Because one of my friends, like not even my friend, I don't want to I may say my friend, she was so eager to get married. Like, you know, I want to get married. And it's because it was a pressure. Oh, I'm not a woman enough. If I don't get married by 27, I'm not a woman. So she got married at 26. 3 years later, I'm like, bitch. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't.
It didn't go well.
It's like a lot of complaining. Like, she didn't know what kind of work marriage comes with.
Right.
Especially, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, she didn't know all these things. She just wanted to be part of the culture.
I want to say I actually did that recently. I pretended to be in a certain box, I feel like. I went on a date with some dude, and he was definitely, like, a little nerdy, like, not my type, you know, different. So, not that I was, like, pretending to be someone else. I'm always myself. I always believe in that. But, you know, like, try to be a certain type of way, I guess, and like hold myself from saying things that I would normally say or reacting to things that I would normally react to.
How'd that work out?
It didn't fucking work because he was crazy. Like, I did not like him, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing this ever again. So, but I understand what you're saying, especially like over time, if someone isn't happy and then you like pretend to be a certain type of person to, you know, alter yourself to make your partner happy. That's just not going to work out eventually anyways, because you're not being yourself, and that's going to crack sooner or later. So
Sometimes it doesn't, but I think
People that hold it for 20 years.
yeah, I know, but I think honestly he's not been holding it. I don't think it's a holding thing. I think honestly speaking, like no matter how tough you act, everybody want to be loved.
yeah.
You know, everybody's settling. They want to be loved. If I got to learn how to cook, fuck it. If I got to learn, I love.
You was cooking on your gram the other day. Then.
No, actually, the thing is, I'm not a bad cook. I just tell people I can't really cook.
I just saw you cooking on your gram the other day, Daddy.
I was. But the thing is,
She keep that secret though.
with this, I'm not a bad cook. I just don't know how to cook certain things. But my taste bud is really, really good. So I could easily cook anything. Like even you know what I'm saying. But my whole thing is like, a lot of people, they just want love so bad. It's like they would pretend for. If I found something I love, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a pretend, like, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna keep pretending. I'm gonna pretend it, like, 'cause I need it. You know, a lot of people, what they want is love.
But is that real love though? If you have to pretend?
But here's the thing. I think that you find it in the polyam community, and you also find it in the monogamous community too, because you have on both sides of the coin. I've seen it where people in polyamorous relationships will allow an additional partner, and they're pretending.
Yeah, but they
because
don't want it.
They want to maintain that foundational relationship that they have. So they're like, you know what? I don't want to lose this person, so I'm going to pretend that I'm cool with bringing this person in. And to me, that's not really what it's about. And in the same sense, in monogamy, this is the part that is crazy. There's women and men in monogamy that will pretend that they want the responsibility that comes with being that person's only partner, then when they get that responsibility of being the only emotional communication point, the only financial help that that person has, the only, you know, entertainment that that person has, they're overwhelmed. They're like, oh my God, I don't want to be everything that you want me to be. So it's like on both sides of the coin, you find it in the polyam community, and you also find it in the monogamous community, where people will pretend they want something to keep the person that they love or they want to be with. And you know, at least from all the people that I've talked to about it, it never works. Right. And it's like this is not like a secret. This is like public information. It is. Like everybody knows that it doesn't work, but it's like we're all gonna pretend to see how this works out.
Exactly. But that just shows you how much people want love.
Are desperate.
Right. Because I know people like that too. You know what? If you wanna have a threesome, I have a threesome, but they don't like women. They don't want to be next to a woman, but they're doing it to
for the other guy, right?
No, they're doing it for the guy to. They think that's gonna make him stay. They think that's gonna make him stop cheating. Right. People, like, believe it or not, some people chase love like they're chasing a career. Some people chase wedding like they're chasing a career, like they're chasing money. They want it. They feel like they're empty without it. They would do anything and nothing to have somebody next to them. If that come like, when you were here, come here, baby girl. I'm by now. Like, and they know they don't like women. You know, like that's what.
Actually, you should push on that. Some women chase love like they're chasing a career.
Yeah, some women do chase love like they're chasing. Yeah, some people love. They would chase, they would do anything, they would do whatever it takes to feel that feeling, you know, and when they realize they're going to lose it, they're ready to put a thing on anything. You know, you want me to be with a woman? I'll be with a woman. You want me to stop doing it? Huh?
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not
adaptability.
I think it's desperation. Because why can't they be alone?
But I think some people feel like.
What's wrong with being alone?
Well, here's
some people don't know how to be alone.
Exactly.
That's the issue.
That's it. It's but it's also societal. It's the societal pressure, like, because people assume that if you're alone, they equate that to unhappy. And there are people that don't currently have a partner, and they're very happy.
I'm happy.
They're emotionally intelligent. They're settled. They're not necessarily a void. They have a good friend network, and they have people that they can have physical relationships with.
Yeah.
So if they want to be intimate, they know where to go to find that type of love or affection.